Big fan of just like side lanes that they have, and also Invoker. I like how they simplified their draft for this first game of the series. They didn't, go for any Naga Sirens off lane, nothing too fancy. It's just the heroes that can play Dota. You have like very easy team fight execution as well. You have your timings right. So I feel like coming out of the laning state, want to see how the top lane is going to go. I did mention Shiro. All eyes on his Lucent Beam, whether they want to kill the Tide Hunter. And again, Nine Pandas having this global presence with Invoker Sunstrike. Kiyotaka is going to be having that Sunstrike early on even.
I mean, it's no joke having Cold Feet, Lucent Beam, Ice Vortex, ton of magic damage, and then you add in this very kind of long-range Ancient Apparition harassing with a Lunar Blessing. It can all add up in the laning stage, cause your opponents to buy that little bit more regen they didn't want to, delay a Meteor Hammer from the Tide to slow his push coming in. We'll see what Nine Pandas get up to, as Kiyotaka does go with an Exort level 1. Gets the Sunstrikes ready. And bottom bounty runes, what Nine Pandas are looking for right now. PYW wanders forward and looks at Solo. 2 for 2. No, oh, hello. News. He's swept in behind. 3 for 1. And Ramsey's also showing off a little bit of his Chinese there. Ni hao. Says hello.
Let's see. Oh, I'm going to be looking at this top lane mostly, and like just the side lanes are going to be very active. Bottom lane, I don't think LGD wins it by any means. You're playing 2 melee heroes into Muerta, into Treant. One of, your offlaner is Pango. This hero is extremely weak. I have seen New make, the most out of the hero, but still, you're very limited. The hero has been nerfed multiple times in a row. Still playable, but on the offlane, I lost the faith in the offlane Pango.
Yeah, it's very, very challenging. I mean, if you're in a lane that bullies you as well, this super long cooldown on Swashbuckle can definitely hurt you.
They know that they cannot play the lane. One of the reasons why PYW is manipulating the creep wave.
Solo trying to meet and match it. He's going to double up the wave though now, PYW. Tons of creeps going to be coming the way of New. It's been a while since I've seen this level of wave stacking and equilibrium shenanigans going on. So yeah, no hero on hero action really, just creeps on creeps wandering around through the forest. Does mean that V-Tune gets some farm under his tower. 7-1 for the Muerta. And Pango currently set at 1 last hit, but he should gather up some more in the coming seconds. Or Kiyotaka in the mid lane. Poison touch on him. Quas level 1 keeps him topped up under the tower with the Tango regen kicking in. Emo did take a fair amount of damage from the tower as top lane Alpha Ninja burst down by Shiro, and while you smile, they've got Gush and Anchor Smash here though from Ramses. Cold Feet's gonna snap him, hold him in place.
Ooh, Emo getting
Shiro
a solo
away.
kill.
You're
If there's one player that's gonna play super aggressively, that's Emo. And this will allow him to pick up both water runes. Invoker's gone for 8 seconds, so good start for LGD.
Yeah, incredible stuff. First blood, keep your Luna alive. Solo kill in the mid lane, so Dazzle cracks level 4. Now you've got this 2-0-2 build. And Kiyotaka having no opportunities to use the Sunstrikes or anything, just kind of securing range creeps with them so far.
There's no lane bottom. They were not laning. Dragging the creep waves, they understand that this lane in the bottom is super weak, so they need to somehow play around it. Sure, V-Tune is getting all the free farm, but Pango is getting some. I think he should be pretty happy about what he's getting right now.
I mean, look at that Invoker, 5-2. Even with a point in Exort, really struggling to get last hits.
You also have Spirit Breaker charge, so I assume that PYW is going to make rotation soon. Emo's going to be calling it out, because he feels that he's dominated the matchup already.
Yeah, it's not like Invoker's not one of these heroes where he can drag creeps behind his tower and be safe against the Spirit Breaker. It's going to be difficult times for him. Definitely watch out for that Spirit Breaker to move. Alpha Ninja up at top, level 2. Shadow Shaman and Tide trying to reclaim their large camp As the waves, yeah, being pinged out there saying, hey, there's meeting under our own tier 1. We're pretty safe there. But on the minimap, what do we see? PYW on his way in towards that mid lane. Ice wall dropped. Emo comes in, slow him down with the blood grenade and the damage over time to clear out Kiyotaka for a second time. This is already disastrous, but Shiro top lane is found by Ramses and Solo's move through the twin gate, getting them a double kill for Alpha Ninja in that top lane, so recovered.
The mid one was kind of expected for him to move, but as soon as he moved, so did Solo. Solo, one of the guys that loves to use the twin gates the most. Same goes for the blood grenades, ganks the enemy carry. But yeah, mid lane is not fun. 9-2 against 20-7. Emo level 5, Kiyotaka just hit level 4. Doubling his net worth almost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not great for Kiyotaka. 1,400 net worth for him. That top lane so far going decently. 2 grand for the Tide. Murat having a decent time bottom. But PYW has made his way up here. Looking at Ramses with Ice Vortex and Lucent Beams. 9 Pandas just backing up as they have seen the Spirit Breaker now. They know he's lurking in the shadows.
Trying to find the angle.
He's not going to find it. Probably going to have to head back in towards mid.
Oh no, I have to kill mid again.
Sunstrike gives the vision for the cold
from
snap.
Kiyotaka.
That was fucking sick. Like, let's be real. That is so good.
It's a lot of mana. This is 265 mana, Sunstrike for vision, and then using the cold snap because he's playing Quas Exort. Usually, you do have Tornado available to stop that from happening.
Is he still gonna die? Emo and PYW go again for round 5 on the mid lane. Oh, Kiyotaka, no matter how much you try and outplay, you still fall in the mid lane. Under tower, though, Spirit Breaker might be trading his life. Nope, Emo's there with plenty of Shadow Wave heals. Alpha Ninja couldn't get anything done there. And this does mean top lane is now Treant and Tide against AA and Luna. Shiro being dived again, down to half health, but surviving with some tangos handed over.
They're breaking the game. Like, LGD is all over the place. Now, charging Huerta, V-Tune, Sunstrike. Ooh.
Share the cross. Oh, split between New and PYW, so with a Shadow Wave heal, they stay alive. And Kiyotaka, some slick plays, trying to rush into the hand of Midas now, but 5-2, LGD with almost a 1,000 net worth lead, starting to get ahead of 9 Pandas now. Solos come in behind Shiro. Quite a lot of damage with the Nature's Grasp and the hefty punches. Alpha Ninja the rotation. The PYW charges, defending his Luna, battling back, and the Shadow Shaman in trouble. They've killed the Treant off. PYW and Why You Smile, they can keep chasing down Alpha here. Look for the kill with a lucky bash under tower. Lucent Beam, not quite close enough. A gush to slow them down. PYW just keeps on going. Bulldozing through his opponents. A charge is ready, but he's not had to use it. Finally dies in the end to Ramses.
Ramses is gonna get level 6 from this creep wave, but LGD, they're breaking the game. Oh, neutral creep killing Shiro. I guess that was a Sunstrike, and the little fellas, the ugly looking ones, the wool assassins, managed to get the kill there.
Oh man, I mean, Kiyotaka's pulling out all the stops. That move where he had no vision of the Spirit Breaker to stop his charge. Sunstrike's coming out now as well with no setup. A little bit of vision, of course, helping out the one behind that top tier 1. Gave him that little bit of information. Shiro was nearby. Another Sunstrike?
He's bombing them with the Sunstrikes. Doesn't have much mana to work with.
Tier 1 neutral items already coming up. It's down to bottom. New and PYW pairing up. Looking at this Muerta, half HP. Solo still level 3. Not too much in the way of protection here. But Ramses does have the potential to ravage into New, but a good crash and swash away gets New out of danger.
LGD is forcing a lot of rotations just by having this global presence from the Spirit Breaker, and also they want to relieve some pressure from Shiro. Right now, Shiro's in the farm mode, level 5, but 9 Pandas, they're like, Kiyotaka, I need, guys, you need to do something. You guys gotta set me up for some Sunstrikes.
Yeah! No, Ramses, you stole it. Oh my god. That was a guaranteed kill for Kiyotaka.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Carry mentality.
Radiant's bottom
It really
tower
is.
under attack.
Even on his Tidehunter.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, oh.
Dire's
Okay.
top tower
Well,
is
we'll take that back.
Selfish and then selfless. He's running the gamut of emotions there, Ramses. He giveth and he taketh. Well, Emo down bottom. Bit of pressure on that tier 1 with the rest of LGD here. Ramses does have Ravage, holding it for now and just trying to channel that Meteor Hammer, but now into the Ravage, 3 caught up in it. Solos arrive through the Twin Gate as well. The focus is PYW Spirit Breaker, burst down by 9 Pandas, and New losing his Courier at the same time, so no Orb of Corrosion to come for the Pango.
That's a very difficult kill to get. Some extra protection from living armor because he was standing right in front of the tower, extra regeneration, meteor hammer, and also he had the 3 gauntlets available, which he turned into Soul Ring now.
Tanky boy. Emo. He's got vision over Solo here, allowing for the charge to come in. Man, significant damage from New Swashbuckle. A bit of room here for Shiro to farm through jungle, but he's been closed in on. A collapse from
Oh, he has no mana.
He's got no mana. Finally gets it with a raindrop mana regen. Now
Nice
the
play.
fear into Sunstrike. Well done in the end. Pretty tight one, though, there. Shiro nearly slipped away.
Oof. That was a
Oh,
close one.
Kiyotaka stuck down in the river. Wanted the regen room so bad because his mana pool was depleted. Emo and PYW closing on him and get another kill on him.
Emo having a much better game compared to the last game when he played Dazzle. He's the one who's owning, he's the one controlling, moving from not playing that, you know, position 4/5 Dazzle that he was supposed to do. In this one, he's gonna pop off.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
And right now, you can probably transition Shiro away from this top lane. It's got a bit dangerous. There's Radiant Vision up here. Maybe clear out one more wave, but in the next minute or so, definitely going to shuffle into that northern outer ring of farm, and then, of course, over towards the ancient camps on that right-hand side of the map. Get your Luna accelerated and farmed up, because right now, she's not looking too hot down at the bottom of the cores in terms of net worth. Ahead of the Invoker, of course, but stacks are waiting for it.
He's recovering nicely. Has almost the same amount of farm as Luna. Hand of Midas available. And look at the item that he picked up. Trusty Shovel. So wants to have some extra mana. Maybe pick up some bounty runes. Know that he's not going to be, you know, playing... This is a very underrated item on cores because you can still, you know, get those mangoes, healing cells, Kobold, extra gold coming out from that. Very good recovery item.
That prospecting aura. I love pinging the prospecting aura.
Oh yeah, everybody does.
I'm affected by prospecting aura. 20 GPM flowing into my pockets. Passive income. My side hustle. Just keep a little pet next to me.
Or if you're a support, you send it to your mid/carry.
No.
Listen. I'm talking about good
I
Dota.
refuse to... No.
All right,
He's
I'll stop.
my pet. He's my little kobold. Ramses kind of wanted that shield rune. Not going to have it. Emo pops it in the bottle. Dead even in net worth right now, as both teams are looking at these ancient camps. Stacked up for V-Tune on that left side. Mask of Madness, Maelstrom. And then Lincoln Sphere queued up afterwards against a Spirit Breaker. Makes absolute perfect sense. Solo doing some Treant stuff, standing in front of tier 2 to try and defend the objective, but he's been wrapped around on by an AA and a Spirit Breaker. Snapping into action quickly. PYW might get bogged down here, though, with the Hex and the Shackles arriving. Ravage coming in as well to catch out Emo's Dazzle. Now with New rolling in, though, cancelling
Shield
Meteor
on Emo.
Hammer, aiming in towards Afro Ninja. New, he's tanky as well. Emo backing up at half HP. They've killed off Alpha. LGD, the 2-for-1 trade. 2 supports for 1. No core heroes falling. And they do force quite a bit of movement, though, from 9 Pandas.
Emo had extra, almost 700 HP from that shield rune. Shield crash on New. Everybody's super tanky. Shiro really shows up. Wants to take down this tier 1 tower. They need that damage from Lunar Blessing. Living armor can be very annoying to deal with early on, so they bring numbers.
And why you smile is like, hey, Shiro, there's some stacks over there. Go grab them on the right side. Well, the rest of the team, they can charge forward. They know the Ramses has no Ravage. Ice Blast them, try and get as much damage as you can, but didn't quite land their spells perfectly. Now, onto New, Sunstrike misses, Shackles on Emo. Alpha and V-Tune opening up on the Dazzle. This is dangerous, though. Alpha is a squishy Shadow Shaman. He's been blown up and killed. V-Tune in trouble as well, trying to TP out. The physical damage not coming fast enough. They had Solo there to slow them down and stop them in their tracks, killing off the Pango. Now Ramses, he's been chased out. PYW charge coming back up. They just need a little bit of vision to get up onto the high ground. They've got a Watcher and a Vortex, and PYW will get the jump in onto Tide. A mega kill streak for Emo.
I was looking at V2 in base. I'm like, he's gonna die to that poison touch. Had to buy Fairy Fire to keep himself alive. Yeah, he did.
Oh, he was ticking.
He was ticking. LGD using Emo because he had a really good start to just play super aggressively, and PYW.
Sunstrike. Alpha gets the kill. Really protecting V-Tune as best they can. I think that's a conversation they had to have, right? Day one, V-Tune was kind of left on an island. A lot of focus was put into Ramses and Kiyotaka. Now it feels much more solid defending your position 1 carry when this Muerta is farming.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to give some space to V-Tune because we were casting that game and he couldn't get into this area. It was an area where Ramses was farming on Naga Siren. So now Ramses is soaking up some of those ganks, soaking up some of the damage, being much more active, involved in 7 out of 9 kills, going into pipe next, so playing more for the team rather than for himself.
Yeah, much better. Dazzle 504, Spirit Breaker also involved in 9 kills. PYW getting closer to that Shadow Blade. As New is finished off is the Fusel Blade.
When you're playing offlane Pango, you're pretty much buying the same items from the mid lane, just slightly slower. And you're not going to be as leveled as the mid Pango.
Yeah.
Dazzle, Aghanim Scepter done. Big timing for LGD.
This is it. And then we come back to that conversation we were having about the Luna in that game earlier on against Tundra. Does Shiro come to get involved? Or is LGD going to kind of plant themselves in front of the Luna so she can if she wants to? But it's more of a 4-man movement forward. And maybe we'll have
him for a second. Alpha Ninja, he's in.
He's hexing up this Luna in the back. A charge forward onto Kiyotaka, though, is the focus here for LGD. Getting straight onto this Invoker with a charge and another strike. Meanwhile, Shiro staying alive with the Grave and the TP home. Shiro dies in Fountain.
Didn't TP out immediately. You should have enough time. 3 seconds CP, 3.5 seconds on level 1 Grave, but you need to use it immediately. Still big win for LGD. They managed to get another kill on Kiyotaka, who's in recovery mode, going for Aghanim Scepter. So wants to have that Cataclysm. I guess that's going to be their damage. They're going to be sitting inside the Overgrowth, Ravage, Shackles, Hexes, and let's see it one more time. PYW. Gets
such a nice easy combo, right? Ice Blast on the charge. And yeah, Shiro, he went for, yeah, you're right, he went for a couple of hits there, didn't he? He was like, I can kill these guys. Under the Serpent was, though. Oh my god, that Shadow Shaman disappears.
Yeah, he just dies immediately.
Oh, Ramsey's still feeling pretty safe. Solo's in behind him and clear out these top waves. And like you mentioned, he's soaking up some of these more dangerous areas to farm, dangling himself in front of LGD. A twin gate being pinged out there. And it looks like 9 Pandas want to come down to bottom. Or they wanted vision up on the high ground so they can go Roshan already. Into the pit they go. And PYW, he's nearby, but I don't know if he's got any inkling that this is happening.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Kiyotaka, in the meantime, slowly, level 1 Wex, ghost walking away.
300 move speed.
Someone give him a walking stick. Old man trying to run. But this is great for 9 Pandas. Sniping out a cheeky little Roshan there. Well, and catch LGD with their pants down a bit.
It's more about stealing away Roshan from LGD so they cannot group up with Dazzle, with Luna. I've seen a
Radiant's
lot of
middle
teams
tower is under attack.
understanding that, like in the recent years, because they got so good. They're like, okay, we can't make plays. If they get Rosh, we're going to be in a really bad spot for 5 minutes. So they risk it and they take Roshan themselves.
Is this the guy you want to go on? Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I thought Ramses was tanky, hey?
Aghanim Scepter Dazzle, not as tanky as you would think.
But he's got pipe, doesn't he?
Radiant's
He does.
middle tower
But
under
this
attack.
is physical damage.
Dire's top
Oh yeah,
tower
you're right.
is under
That's
attack.
straight through it. Don't care pipe.
900 damage from Dazzle.
Radiant's bottom tower
Monster.
is under attack. Dire's
Absolute monster.
structures are fortified. Dire's top
Living armor
tower
and
is
glyph.
under attack.
Slowing down the push a little bit. Shiro decides to get involved though. Mask Commander's Manta, shredding through these objectives quickly. Next fight though is going to be a big one for Nine Pandas. Ravage, Cataclysm, and Muerta with the Aegis.
Shura also bought Shard early on Luna, just to have some extra protection.
The Orbiters.
Radiant are scanning.
Solo. Trying a T-Ward. Does have his team in behind him. Is this going to turn into a
Cataclysm.
proper fight with the Overgrowth Cataclysm? They blow up New. Ice Blast a good one. The Fear with a shot pushes PUIW back. Now LGD, the ones on the run. Ramses cracks that whip onto YU Smile to slow him down. Into the calling now and caught inside. A double kill for him. Muerta getting really heavily involved. And Nine Pandas, this Cataclysm, already paying off. They're diving into enemy ancients looking for Shiro now.
This has to be one of the earliest ones, especially in this patch, because that's not an item you usually buy, since Invoker's a universal hero. So, like, we've seen a lot of Spirit Vessels. Nemo, one more time, going for that
Dire's
Tormentor.
middle
YU
tower
Smile
is under
will
attack.
get upgraded Ice Blast, which is a pretty big one. You know, you can initiate with it, stunning people. Pretty good shard.
Pretty good. Seeing us back, like so many disables, overgrowth, shackles, another root there, a fear, and a lot of damage coming out of Nine Pandas pretty quickly. And no Luna close enough to get involved. A good amount of chase from Nine Pandas there, just slowing people down on their retreat. V-Tune. Lincoln Sphere already done, looking for BKB, so double defensive items to protect himself against all this magical damage and initiation from the Spirit Breaker. Might be able to catch out New here. Ooh, good blink away. Had already spent both of his spells. Could have been a little bit dangerous.
They
That was
need
the-
to get out of that overgrowth, find a way. I see Neo building into Manta style. Shiro already has one. Dazzle's also going to be going. Emo went for the same build as in the previous game, because this Cataclysm is going to hurt. Like we've seen it in the previous one. Spirit Breaker has Bulldoze of his own, so it doesn't last long enough.
It's no joke. I mean, that fight was an important one for Nine Pandas, but this next one, probably even more important. This next move, just single overgrowth target, blow up New completely, and YU Smile, just clipped. The Fear of the Dead shot, caught out, and Nine Pandas swiftly move in for 2 executions.
That's just beautiful. Having Cataclysm so early on. What is he building next? Blink Dagger after finishing bots. Kiyotaka managed to recover. Third on the net worth at the moment. Keeps farming those stacks.
Hey, just sit back, watch your team run forward, press Cataclysm, and job's a good one. No need to put yourself in danger at all. And Blink Dagger nearly ready for him too.
Tower is under attack.
Chucked a tornado. I don't know if that was aimed at PYW or just the creep wave in the mid lane. And definitely zoomed across towards him. And Midas back in the stash.
wants to scale. PYW. He was a monster in the previous series when he was playing Spirit Breaker. Now going into BKB, slightly like different itemization from mid Spirit Breaker. You can't really get away with just picking up, Hand of Midas immediately into Octarine Core. You will get it eventually, but what he wants to do is be super annoying, be in the middle of the fight to draw most of the attention. Maybe try to kill Shaman before he can get anything off.
With Tormentor, a little bit spooky. Solo and Kiyotaka. Well, they knew their limits. They knew their limits. But yes. Do they know that LGD are coming for them?
Solo Illusion dropped so low, but the old Scepter.
Stun. Blink away. Immediate smoke as well. Well, the anchor catching out the Dazzle Illusion. Ramsey's getting jumped upon by New, who goes straight into the backlines. Look at V-Tune with his BKB up, shredding through Emo. He's got the kill on the Dazzle. V-Tune opens up. PYW in trouble. One more hit should do the trick, but he can't find the gap close. Now Shiro back in. No BKB, no
did it BKB?
With the Hex, the Cataclysm, and the Ravage as well. They've got a catch and the kill. Why are you smart? Just trying to TP the hell out of here, and he will succeed, but LGD gets slapped by 9 Pandas.
Their team fight presence is super strong. Having Muerta, just like the calling, having her dish out insane amount of damage. How much was that? 5,000 damage. That's double the damage that the whole LGD squad did.
You can see the confidence, right? The change in the stature of V-Tune from day 1 to day 2. Day 1, he was cowering, hiding back in his fountain, not really wanting to get involved here. Look at him. He just walks in alone. Yeah, Solo is a little bit of backup, walks forward into the middle of 4 heroes and destroys them all.
They do have very good defensive mechanisms to save him. You have Tidehunter Ravage, Shackle, Hexes, Tornado, whatever is necessary. Overgrowth is the big one. Solo is like the lowest net worth in the game, but for Treant Protector, he has decent amount of farm, and he's going for the gem next. Once he picks up that Blink Dagger, he's going to be in the middle of the fight.
Well, that's the great thing about both of these supports, right? They're both pretty low net worth compared to the enemy supports in that A and Spirit Breaker, but the impact doesn't change that much with massive amounts of gold. Your Hex is still going to Hex someone. You're still going to take Luna out of the fight for 3-4 seconds.
All right, your Overgrowth is... Your Hex is going to Hex someone.
It's a vitally important analysis right now, Lacan.
Yeah, it is. I do agree. I agree with your point.
I mean, how much is Scythe of Ice? Like a 6K item? He's got it for free.
It's even better because it does damage amp now. 25% damage amplification on Hex.
Oh, so good. Put a Cataclysm on that. Pierce the veil into the Hex. Oh, Ramsey's dropping some watermelons. Just hold on to that top tier 1. Decently long spawn on Roche. 1:40 remaining. As both teams vie for control. I mean, LGD not vying. They have control of this top left corner. Triple Observer wards. 5 heroes nearby. Roshan might pop onto the Radiant side, though, if he doesn't spawn soon. Are they going to make a jump? Dire Vision there sees Ramses and Solo. Tidehunter waddles forward, spots Shiro, Eclipse immediately. Tanky Tide pops his Ravage. Getting crashed on by that new Pango. Back in for round 2. The Overgrowth on 3. Kiyotaka with the meatball drop down. And a Cataclysm to follow. Blowing up New. They're going to chase forward onto Emo now. But V-Tune struggling to stick on his target. Shiro dodging, getting back into the tree line. The Shackles. Ooh, a Tornado needed. The great charge back in, though. And LGD, they turn it. Emo stays alive. The buyback out of this Pango wanting to keep on fighting.
I want to see that fight again. Like, how much did they connect? Because Tidehunter, he has that one weakness against Pango where you're forced to use the Ravage immediately because he can, like, relatively stun lock. He can put you in a position where, like, okay, I don't want to use it right now, but if I don't use it, I'm going to get stunned again. So it does connect onto a lot of heroes. The rest of the team not ready to back him up. Solo's Overgrowth comes in slightly too late. Neo dies, but they do have an outpost at TP2, so he's going to use buyback immediately. And Vtune, he needs someone to control this Dazzle. He needs someone to control the fight for him so he can deal the damage.
Where was Vtune at the start of the fight? Because they used Ravage and Overgrowth immediately, and Vtune wasn't there to unload damage. A little too far away. Invoker has died also.
Ooh. That's a big kill, 600, and they're also gonna secure themselves a Roche. Another back and forth game with LGD. Their decision making, like even if they're losing, the plays that they make a lot of sense. And Shiro will pick up the Aegis going into Silver Edge next, so they will have break mechanic against Tidehunter. That's going to be pretty massive. They can burst him down from 100 to 0 easily then.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
PYW. Oh, he's another core. Closing in on the net worth of the Pango even. Some big tier 3 items dropping. Titan Sliver for the Luna. That's a pretty huge one. Yeah, even thinking back to that previous fight, these Manta styles, you called them out like 10, 15 minutes ago, right? They are causing problems for Nine
They're
Pandas.
Here. They run away.
Yeah, they pop them out, get out of the overgrowth. All of a sudden, a lot of that AoE control is completely neutered.
And I love that they're all lined up in the same slot.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, my OCD very happy about it.
Beautiful. And the boots, it's boots, Manta, and then this bracelet, red items. No, put the bracelet back in the last slot, emote. He's got a blink dagger coming. Swap things around a little bit. PYW, and the strength of the Spirit Breaker to freely clear waves no matter where he is. Kiyotaka always got to be afraid. Trying to clear out mid and then backing up into that triangle. Well, this Aegis timer is being worn down. LGD, 3.5 minutes remaining on it. Want to smoke up and make something of this right now. I've got triple wards still up in that top left corner of the map, but I don't think that's where they ideally want to be. And tier 2 still standing in the mid and the top lane would be good targets for them to collapse on right now.
Maybe they will find something there. Gem also available. Why Smile bought it, so want to see Overgrowth, want to see Invoker, Silver Edge available on Muerta. A lot of Invis heroes.
A lot of hexes now as well.
Yeah, one thing has, this is Manta style against hexes.
Yeah. Triple hex against triple Manta. What are you going to do? If you get hexed, you can't use anything. And LGD, their top area of the map getting encroached on here by Nine Pandas. No more smoke for the Radiant. Now it's LGD's turn to re-smoke twice in a row. They've got a pretty good idea of where Nine Pandas are. Swift TP is out of this top jungle. Get the hell out of dodge. Ramses has been left a little bit alone over here in the mid lane, but it shouldn't be caught. Stays in the fog, hides away. Yeah, nicely done by Nine Pandas to kind of get out on the map, get some vision down. Toying with LGD a little bit and wasting this Aegis timer. Oh, is it Dazzle bait time again?
Emo did one hell of a job in the previous games. Baited them 2 times with his Manta style, because you see Dazzle, you're not going to think twice. There's going to be like an immediate response, even to an illusion. They do have extra hexes, so maybe they can, try to test it if it's a real one with 1 hex.
Oh, hello. BKB required. PYW going for the TP now. Kiyotaka very quick with his fingers on that side of ice, understanding where the Spirit Breaker was heading. Well, 8k lead for LGD, starting to drop a little bit as Nine Pandas do take bits of the map over. This Aegis has got them a good advantage, but they would love to push it that little inch further. Two Goliaths Luna and Muerta, top of the net worth.
I thought you were
Waiting
gonna
for their
say
moment to shine.
Two Goliaths, Gary and Lacoste. Just kidding. Yeah, the game slowed down. We don't see many fights going on. There was this like one Roche fight, and now 9 Pandas deciding not to take the fight while LGD is holding the Aegis.
Yeah, just keep on scaling. Get your Lincolns up on Ice Dazzle. Get some bigger items there over on the Luna. And PYW got that shard. Another Tormentor falls into Dazzle and his Courier Bros.
Spirit Breaker shard is really good this game. What they want to do is pop like Hex from Shadow Shaman. Oh, Solo's gonna disappear.
V-Tune, if he sticks around here, we could have LGD joining in as PYW nearly drops. Good grave. Sunstrike coming, dodged again. Well done by LGD just to get in with a kill and then get the hell out of there. No casualties.
Because if you can redirect Shadow Shaman's Hex, and he's also building into Lincoln Sphere on PYW, you could still commit like to a charge. And I like the Lincoln Sphere build a lot. You find Shaman, he uses Hex, proc the Lincolns. Even if he's trying to like Hex someone else, you're still gonna soak it up, and Shaman's gonna be relatively useless in those fights because of this Lincolns and Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, he's basically just a walking Hex, isn't he?
Because if you're trying to like protect yourself against Spirit Breaker, you need to cast 2 abilities on it. And what are you then?
Nothing.
That's the right answer.
He's a mummy. Kiyotaka out in no man's land, gets the blink away. A lot of pings. LGD. They nearly scrambled enough heroes to catch him, as we see Alpha just going straight up for the kill on the Ancient Apparition there. No fear to spam the Serpent Wards. This Observer Ward up on the high ground, though, that was placed earlier on by Solo, getting some good use. Scouting PYW, giving the vision with a Sunstrike, trying to Ogre Seal Totem and catch him with a Hex.
Oh,
do we have the additional
charges.
hero, Alpha? Gets charged through, can't get the connection he wanted.
Shiro's in this bottom part of the map, getting tons of farm, keeping up with V-Tune's Muerta.
This is like 30 to 36 minute lull, little tea break for everybody. Chill out, hang out, and get some farm going. 7k lead again, just coming back a little bit from that 10k advantage LGD had. 9 Pandas doing well to react and reclaim portions of the map. We're waiting for this next Roshan to come up, who potentially in 30 seconds could respawn with that fast spawn.
Seems like there's an unwritten rule in Dota still, because I see Lincoln Sphere on Luna, Lincoln Sphere being built on Dazzle, 1 on Spirit Breaker, but they can only have 3. Remember back in the days where you could have like 2 Yule Scepters, 1 Hex, 1 Necro Book, 1 mech per team?
Smoke breaks. Kiyotaka. Oh, who saw who? Can I find him? Kiyotaka back into the trees. LGD. They were advancing there.
What is this oval casting? Who saw who?
Who? What kind of owl am I? Am I a barn owl? A tawny owl?
I don't know any
Don't
of
know
them.
any owls?
I don't know any species.
The lesser spotted grey-headed owl is looking for his target. The prey in front of them, the ancient apparition. Jumped, Shiro just BKBs and stands his ground, breaks the tide. Half HP, Ramsey's getting stunned. Oh, look at that new move! Pangolier destroys the hopes and dreams of Ramses. Dead with buyback. And LGD got a 2-minute wait for Roshan as they blink in with Solo. Overgrowth only catching the Spirit Breaker. Cataclysm coming, half HP, PYW turns on Alpha Ninja, gets the kill in the grave on New. Oh, that timing on that from Emo. Gorgeous.
He's still
stuff.
alive.
Saves the Pango, still alive. Is he going to die? Kiyotaka moves forward. Needs the kill. Needs the kill.
Eats
They
the
cannot
healing
have
Lotus.
it.
He's alive.
Denied by LGD and their outplays, but now Emo's put himself in danger. The move in from V2 and Ramses, buyback galore from 9 Pandas, gets them a kill or two, and Kiyotaka moves in, sees the Luna. Eclipse is out. Lincoln's
It's
popped, and
zoning
they
one.
can't give chase.
He just wanted to pop that Lincoln, so he's not going to be chased. Knows that there is nothing else left in the tank. Has a lot of defensive items, to be honest, because you can consider Silver Edge as a defensive. Then you have Manta, BKB, even a Lincoln's here. A lot of buybacks. Roshan's going to respawn in minute and 20 seconds, so that's going to give LGD enough time for Emo to respawn.
Yeah, unfortunate for 9 Pandas, right? The double buyback, really wanting to secure this Roshan, but not able to. Great plays out of Emo. Superb stuff from New. We can still see the strength of 9 Pandas when they're able to unload the damage from this Invoker and Muerta. They'll come back in again. PYW, all he needs is a little glimpse, little bit of vision.
There it is.
And they're going to go towards V2. No. Hold back and wait for it. Wrap around instead.
Can't go through the Lincolns. I was thinking about maybe charging
Dire's bottom
like
tower
one
is
of
under
those
attack.
summons from Invoker. They did place double observer board, double sentry, double obs, so they see everything.
I think we've had like 80% of all wards in this top left corner. We've had like 7 Dire Ops wards, 5 Radiant ones, sentries all over the place. The ground is littered with wards of all kinds.
And these are
Dead
all
shot.
lane wards. These high ground wards kind of underrated. They give you more vision, but they get to deward it much easier.
They do. Yeah, you can see that Vortex, sentry on low ground. They see the Radiant Vision as Roshan respawns. Serpent wards in the pit. Lane being cut here. You can see those Lunar Illusions pushing out into the lane proper, and PYW finds the target. Solo's down. BKB up for the Spirit Breaker. V-Tune just stands his ground. Now Invis to try and run back. Ramses biding his time, waiting for a moment to strike. But Roshan swapping sides. He's turned coat and he's going down to the bottom lane as they miss the tornado and they're all through the gate except for Shiro.
Well, Shiro will not need to find a way how to get there. I mean, they could kill it without him because he was already down to half HP. But the thing is, he's not going to be able to pick it up. So that means Emo will need to be taking care of the business using Grave on Luna. Cheese left in the pool.
Nobody wants it. Nobody's hungry.
Blessings upon a loyal
Who's charged? Alpha Ninja? How many bashes do we get? Charge, another strike, refresh up, kill him off, dead, and Ramses. Next target, Ice Blast clipped him. A bit more damage will finish him off.
This has to be one of the fastest usages of Refresher from Roche. Like, he didn't even hesitate. This is not to end the game, defend the base. It's just to get 2 kills. Ramses does not have a buyback, and he's going to be dead for a very long time because he used it in that fight before.
Is that enough time to go high ground? Tier 2
90
mid?
seconds,
Tier 3?
yeah. They do have 2 glyphs available,
Radiant's middle tower is
but
under
they're going to knock on those tier 3 towers for sure.
Just a little neutral item, chilling on the floor. They've got Catapult incoming, and of course Luna. Once you unlock that tier 3, the glaives start bouncing, and things end up nasty for your buildings. Target blinks back, Solo overgrowth up. V-Tune tries to unload the damage. They've got the grave out, and they move forward. Emo and New with PYW now joining in. Ice blasting over the top of the Muerta, getting the kill and the takedown on
He's just
V2. Dead with buyback available, but no Treant, no Tide, no Ravage, no Control. LGD just diving tier 4s and getting all the kills they need. No Invoker for now 80 seconds. We've gone from a potential Raxing into potential game over.
Radiant structure.
Yeah, it's a little surprised that they decided to take that fight immediately. Without Ravage, you can't do it. They do have like break mechanic available, and LGD, they want to close it out. 25 seconds,
Radiant's middle barracks
60 seconds without Invoker. Let's see where Shiro's gonna go.
Let's see these glaives go to work. New steps forward,
Radiant's middle tower.
help this Luna out to kill off these tier 4s, and then look for the throne.
Middle tower.
10 seconds for Ramses, 10 for the Shadow Shaman.
These are long 10 seconds. He still has
it's-
BKB available.
Yeah, it's painful. Shiro BKB's up. Ramses with a Ravage. Doesn't click the Luna. Can't find the stuns. No control there to stop Shiro. And GG. Throne has fallen and LGD...